I started noticing it at restaurants. Don't you hate it when you're absolutely raving hungry and you prepare your fork to chow down only to find a hair in your food? It's a total letdown. And more I started seeing this type of thing. At one point I swore off eating at restaurants because of it. Whenever I told a manager there was a hair in my food, they would give me this confused look, like I came from the future or something. What made it worse was when I started noticing it in other places. It was small at first, to be sure. I was off to the grocery store when I noticed this kid on a pogo stick not too far away. I realized as he was hopping around, small tufts of hair would fall out from his helmet. That's when I started to freak out. At the grocery store, nets of hair were piling up all over the floor. People walked by, oblivious to what was going on. I got whatever groceries I could find that weren't covered with it. Clumps of the cashier's oily hair fell all over the conveyor belt and register. I got the hell out of there, and I sure as hell didn't eat the food. Especially when I noticed one of the loaves of bread had all kinds of hair baked into it. I remember getting a package, and the stuff was practically made of it, and nobody blinked an eye. By the end of that month, most of the people I saw were bald. What scared me the most, though, were the people I saw who didn't lose their hair. My friend Bobby stopped over to visit last week. I asked him about what was going on, and I could tell he thought I was crazy. I moved around it and we never spoke of it again. That night we went over to a club. I hadn't been there at years at this point, but it's apparent just how alarming it is to see a whole club of people with nothing on their heads. We stayed for a bit, but I sure as hell wasn't gonna have a drink. I watched Bobby as he danced and talked to various women who were there. I noticed one of them cough near his face, which I didn't take any mind to, at least at first. That was the day Bobby's hair started falling out. Thick tufts of it fell off the whole drive home, and I made a promise to myself that I'd never leave the house unless I needed to. It was all in vain, though. Just yesterday I noticed a bit of my hair in a tangle on the kitchen floor. I'm writing this so I don't forget, before all my memories blur into nothing. I'm writing this so that maybe someone out there will remember.